defense, and I know they ended up running a lot of yards against you. What did you miss Gerald Willis a lot tonight? I mean, how much did you sort of miss him there in the middle? And I guess what do you think led to Wisconsin having such a big day on the ground?
You couldn't help but think of Gerald. You know, especially when sometimes they would kind of just pound it down the middle, and then it'll get a few yards, but that's a big deal. You couldn't help but miss him in there, and I think Tito and the other guys did a good job. You know, we still got a tackle for loss, and we did well, but I mean, it wasn't much we could do besides that. Game plan better, and I'm talking about individually. Watching more film, understanding what's going on better, and we could have did a better job of that.
John, Travis Homer was pretty much disgusted with the lack of effort, he said, by the Hurricanes tonight. How do you feel about that? He's really upset.
I didn't see much of that, I guess, especially not on my side of the ball, because we got off the field. We were paying attention to what we were doing, and then we got right back home most of the time. So I couldn't see that, and it's hard for me to even believe that. So I mean, we'll have to correct that when we're lifting weights and running and all that, making sure we get that right and get the attitude right.
How is Joe Jackson? He got hurt. How's he doing?
He'll be all right. He just got to take care of himself, go on the treatment, and then he'll be fine.
How do you guys sort of pick up the pieces? I mean, obviously you guys wanted to send out Manny Diaz with a better performance. What were guys sort of saying to each other in there on the defensive side?
Take care of each other. It ain't over. Don't let this define us, because it's the term like picking up the pieces. I would say is an exaggeration. I don't think it's that bad. Like it may seem that way, especially like social media can make it seem that way. But we're not picking up the pieces. We just gotta bring everybody together and keep it together and be strong. And correct the little things that make a big difference, because the little things, like when Chad and we're here, as far as leadership especially, that we're here that aren't present now, that we have to bring back.
John, you guys don't play again now for 9 months, or pretty close to it. Do you try go into year 3 to become a leader of the defense now and try to sort of set the tone for off-season work and getting better?
What I can tell you is there's leaders in every group, as far as I'm saying, like freshmen, sophomores, seniors, and juniors, and there are going to be some more leaders coming in. So what role I am now, what I'm respected as now, which is a leader, but I'm more of do than say. If I have to speak more, then I'll have to do what I have to do. So it just depends on what needs to happen. I'll do that.
Have Shaq, Pinkney, or Joe told you guys yet if they're going to be coming back?
No, I figured they will, but I don't know.
And the offense and the defense, are you guys together as one group? A lot of times when there's losing and problems on one side of the ball, the team starts to split a little bit. That's
another one of those things we have to correct is I would say the victim mentality, and I believe that we're guilty of it as a defense. I don't know what they do on the offense, but I know that we're guilty of it. We want to blame everybody else except for ourselves, and it led to how many points they scored tonight, and that was all us. We can't blame that on anybody else.
The what mentality did you call it?
The victim.
The victim mentality?
We're playing the victim like everybody's wronging us, but we could have did better.
You mean the defense, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So as far as that split, I mean, that's one of those little things we have to correct, because it's a thin line, between being competitive and being split in between, the middle.
What about your relationship with the offensive players?
That's what we have to correct. It's a thin line. Yeah, it's a thin line.
All right. Thank you, John.
Thanks, John.
John,